The big question everyone is asking,
How in the world do I make money on YouTube?
we're going to talk about 5 ways.
So let's just dive right in. How do you make money on YouTube?
And we're going to talk about 5 different ways to make money on YouTube. Usually people only know about one. There's 5 main categories, and then category 5, when we get to that, there's actually 5 different ways to make money just under category number 5.
So if I do the math correctly, that's an infinite number of ways to make money, especially under number 5, is what it sounds like to me. But let's go with number 1. What's kind of the...
Number 1 is AdSense. Okay, that means that you get views on your videos, and there's enough advertisers that are watching your videos, seeing those ads, that you get paid advertising revenue from YouTube.
So these advertisers who have money to give me, they basically are aware that I have 1 million subscribers and blah, blah, blah views. And how do they know that? I mean...
YouTube actually controls that for the most part. So if you're an advertiser, you can kind of say what type of channels or what type of content you want your ads to appear by. But YouTube takes care of all that behind the scenes.
Because they're really making them. I mean, this is their account that they're selling. I mean, this is their platform, and you contribute to it. Do you happen to know, like, what the percentage is that you get from...
Yeah.
What is it?
YouTube pays out 55%.
Oh.
So for every dollar that's paid to YouTube by the advertisers, the creator gets 55% of that. Yeah, 55 cents.
So, wow, that's... I mean, I guess that's pretty good. So they make 45% to cover their overhead, and that's their business. They're entitled to that.
And yeah, it works out great because they obviously created a platform that's free for us to use, and we're putting our content on there for free for people to watch, and then they're saying, hey, well, let's match this with advertisers, and we'll give you 55% of the funds. So it's a pretty good deal.
But in order for you to make money on YouTube with AdSense, is there a threshold of viewers or subscribers that someone should shoot for?
There is now. They've recently added some requirements. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So, and you can look up a little bit more details of exactly what that means, but you've got to have a little bit of momentum on your channel before you can turn on monetization. And that's, I mean, you can get there in a month, you can get there in a few months, just depending on how frequently you're posting. But AdSense is definitely the one that people think of the most, but it's the one that takes the longest to really provide a living.
Yeah.
Because you've got to get millions of views to make thousands of dollars. So say you want an income of $5,000 a month. It's not exact math here, but roughly 5 million views a month is how many views you'd want to be getting on your channel. That's a successful channel, but you're not going to get there from day one.
Wow. So let's say I've done that. I've built up at least that many number of viewers, and I am making $5,000 a month, but I go $60K a year. I mean, that's great money. Don't get me wrong, but I want more. What are some other ways that I can make money?
Another one is Patreon. And I know that you haven't heard of Patreon before. I have
not heard of Patreon.
Patreon is a separate company. They created a website where patrons can sign up and become fans of you or patrons of you. So you've got a YouTube channel, you've created a Patreon account, and people like your content so much that they want to donate $5 a month to your channel so you can keep producing videos. Or they want to donate $1 for every episode that you make, just so you'll keep making episodes. And believe it or not, there's a lot of channels that are making millions of dollars by basically crowdfunding or friends funding their channels.
Wow.
I'll give you an example. So there's a real fun channel that I like to watch. It's called Sailing La Vagabond. It's this Australian couple that live on a yacht. And they travel around the world and they vlog about it. They only post a couple videos per week, but they're making, through Patreon, and you can just go and this is public information you can access on patreon.com. They're making about $9,000 or $10,000 per episode.
So, wait a minute. So Patreon is not affiliated with YouTube in any way, or are they like?
They're not. It's a separate company.
And so it's not even connected. There's no. This is just a completely separate way. You set up a Patreon account and you say, hey, people, if you like my YouTube channel and you want it to keep going, will you pledge $2 a month or whatever it is?
Exactly. And a lot of YouTubers that use Patreon will put in different perks. They'll make content just for their patrons. So you can go to the Patreon website. You'll have your regular content that they're paying for on YouTube, per episode or per month. But then they'll send out, hey, thanks Patrons, we're going to do this special interview just for you guys, and they'll send them T-shirts, and they'll make beer mugs or something for them. I've seen.
And is Patreon a paid site for the users of it, or is that also free, or do they also take a percentage?
Just a small percentage, so like a few percent.
But it's not 45%.
Right.
So that's another nice way to make money. What else do you got? That was 2. What's third?
Okay, so when you have a big enough following or you get enough views on your videos, you can start to do brand deals. So this video is definitely sponsored by Be the Hero Studios. That's me.
Right.
But let's say I was wearing a Nike shirt because Nike paid me to wear that. You'll see that with athletes. A lot of athletes are sponsored by those different companies, Adidas or whatnot. One that just popped in my mind, King of Random got sponsored by Home Depot. And another one with DeWalt tools. And so he'll make a video and he'll use DeWalt tools, or he'll say, yeah, we got all this lumber from Home Depot, and Home Depot partnered with us on this. And I'll just share the numbers that Grant shared, is that typically you'll get sponsorships ranging from $25K up to $100K is kind of the max range that sponsors are willing to pay when you're getting millions of views on a video. The typical amount is, if you expect to get 1 million views on a video, then you can ask about 100,000. About 10% of your view rate is how much you can ask for a sponsorship. If your video is only going to get 100,000 views, you can still ask 10,000 for a sponsor.
That, my friend, is very useful information. I mean, that's good to know stuff.
Yeah.
So in a way, it really does kind of motivate you to go, I got to find something that does draw, at least for that particular channel of income, that does draw large amounts of is it views? Is that what they're counting, are views? And not viewers or subscribers or whatever. I mean, when they're looking at ad rates and wanting to advertise with you or sponsor, that's
a view.
What it is.
A view on YouTube, in order for it to count as a view, that means somebody's watched at least 30 seconds of your video.
Again, useful information. All right, so there's a couple of good ways. You've still got 2 more by my math. What's kind of the 4th way?
So number 4, we'll call affiliate marketing. We've talked about this before.
Affiliate marketing. I know what that is.
But tell us what you remember.
I remember that it's like putting a link on there or something that people will go and click. So if I'm wearing a Nike shirt, maybe being sponsored, or maybe not, but whatever. And if somebody buys that shirt through a link on my site, I get a little commission on it.
Yeah.
So
commission.
Let's go back to the DeWalt, the tools that we were talking about with those guys, the King of
Random.
King of Random. So as opposed to Home Depot paying him $100,000 or DeWalt to do the tools, if he just happens to do an episode about it, he might include a link. Hey, this episode, remember we used DeWalt tools. Click here to see their latest or whatever it is. That would be more of an affiliate marketing kind of arrangement.
Let's take an example. So let's say you and I make a video. We go out in the garage and we're using a DeWalt tool. DeWalt is not sponsoring this video, but we could link to a DeWalt tool that we're using on Amazon, because I am an affiliate with Amazon, and if somebody then clicked on the link to go to Amazon to buy that tool, I would then get a commission. That's affiliate marketing.
Yeah, I've got to do this. All of these things you're talking about so far, and we haven't even gotten into this massive number 5, which we'd probably better, but all 4 of those first ones are like, that is some good solid info, man. All right, so number 5. What's
number 5?
The magic number, numero 5. Okay.
Start a business.
That
and I'll elaborate.
Yeah.
I'll elaborate. So,
got to go to City Hall. You got to get all the forms. City Hall.
If you have
Mayberry,
if you have a business,
okay,
you have some value that you give. You have a product, you have a service that you offer, and you use YouTube to generate leads for yourself. So
we talked about this in another episode.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, everything that we've talked about previously is we're generating leads for other companies. We're either doing advertising for them through the AdSense,
right,
or through a sponsorship,
affiliate marketing,
or the affiliate links. Those are like an affiliate link. Somebody's making a purchase from somebody else, but why not have something that we sell? Let's say you and I design a shirt. Let's say my Be the Hero shirt, somebody wanted to buy that.
Yeah.
That's my own product that I create. And so for number 5 as a business, I said 5, I've actually got 6 different thoughts or kind of categories that we could talk about of how to monetize your channel through your own businesses. And one is you create your own products. You have a service, and so a service might be you're a dentist or you're an attorney, you provide landscaping or something like that, so you're generating leads. Or a different type of service that I'll put into a different category is you could provide coaching or consulting. So that way you could be on a phone call and provide coaching,
Or a speaker, because I'm a public speaker.
That's actually another category, and a lot of YouTubers will gain a lot more popularity, and they'll be invited to come speak. It's kind of interesting because I'm a part of the National Speakers Association, which you're a speaker, and I've never seen you there. So you should come.
Well, I never joined.
But here, so in the world of YouTube, there's a lot of people that have grown in popularity, and they've naturally, now I'm going to become an entrepreneur. Now I'm going to become a speaker because they want me to come speak. So it's kind of interesting. And then there's people over here in National Speakers Association that's what they do. They have a message. They start to speak, and I'm thinking, well, why don't you use YouTube to get you more speaking gigs?
Yes.
And so I work with a lot of speakers to get them to merge those two worlds together. But yeah, definitely speaking is something that is a way that you can generate a lot of income from YouTube.
And so you're part of your YouTube channel, or what you would kind of put out there would be the topics that you speak on, or would be something totally entirely different that you're still making a link back to the fact that you're a speaker.
Yeah, you'd reference it. It's so many different ways. I mean, what is Will Smith using his channel for? He's a big time actor, one of the most famous actors out there, one of my favorites, and yet he's got a YouTube channel. It really builds a lot of credibility or personality. It allows people to connect with him more, see what he's doing real time, and it just builds his brand. And now he's famous, and it makes more people want to hire him, I guess, to do their stuff. Yeah. So as a speaker, yeah, you'd probably want to be talking a lot about your topic, your message, about happiness in your case. About YouTube in my case. Two other ways I want to talk about, just different types of businesses you could use. You can sell digital products like a membership site or a digital course. So if I wanted to make training video, like a series of how-to YouTube or something like that I could package, and it's a solid 10 hours that I could sell on DVD or better yet, just a digital course that they access online.
Right.
That's something that I could sell. Some type of a how-to.
And you've seen success with that. I mean, you're personally aware of that because you have clients who do that.
Yeah, one channel that I've created from start to finish. We started at day one with 0 subscribers. We're now generating 7 figures per year by selling a digital course on how to invest in real estate. So it's a
perfect example of kind of the back end of the whole engine. He's giving some of the material away in his free YouTube channel, and then able to sell the course itself via the channel, right? I mean, that's wow.
Yeah, and that channel right now has got about 76,000 subscribers, which
so that's not mind blowing.
Yeah,
but that's like you were talking about earlier. But you can take a smaller amount of potential clients, qualified leads. And if you're selling to 1,000 of those 76,000,
yeah, well, across the board, we've created 400 videos, something like that, 400 plus, and those videos are in total generating about 25 or 6,000 views per day. And so think how many of those people are interested in buying a course. That's a lot of people coming in. You only need a small percentage of that to actually generate. So that's why it's generating so much revenue. So the other business idea is to put on your own events. So you've got fans, people that love you, that admire you, that has been watching you and following you on YouTube. You can put on an event. And Chris with the real estate channel, he actually does several types of events, and we've done that quite successfully. But there's YouTube events that a lot of YouTubers, or like VidCon, fans from all over the world come there. You could actually put on your own events. You can put on, I have clients that put on cabin retreats and stuff like that. So anyway, that was just another idea that I thought of a different type of a way to monetize your channel. So, do you think this video was helpful?
I mean, I don't know. It was helpful to me, and I know nothing, so it had to be helpful to you guys, I'm sure.
So I'm actually really curious, of the 5 ways plus the 6 different business ways, which one was a surprise to you? Which one do you think is going to be most effective to apply in your case? So comment below. We always check out the comments. Thanks for being here.
See ya.